All right, so welcome to part two of the trucks, the monster truck, the monster donut truck, right? We do a lot of events, and one thing that we're lacking, and I wish we had, it's a coffee truck. Okay, because in the morning when we set up, sometimes we got to set up at 7 o'clock in the morning or earlier. I'm sure the flea market, some people have to be there at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, and there's always a missing a coffee truck and a donut truck. Do you guys sell coffee in your truck?
Yes, yes, we do.
100%.
We just really are starting to get into the coffee world. And I'll tell you the reason why you don't see a lot of them is because it takes an extreme amount of power in order to run a coffee machine. You have to have a lot of electricity generated in order to be able to do that. It's specialty coffees at least. And you're not making a ton of money on coffee. Let's be honest, you're really not. So it takes a lot to be able to do it. You have to have certain people. Not anybody can just make a pot of coffee. If you really want to make a great pot of coffee, you'll have like the baristas, the people who really know how to do it. If not, you have like the super espresso machines, and those things are like 20, $30,000 a piece. So it's pretty expensive if you want a really good cup of coffee. I'm not saying our coffee's that well, that good, but I'll tell you what, with our amazing donuts and that coffee that we serve, it's gonna be like heaven on earth for you that day. So yes, we started selling coffee, and we do have coffee.
Yeah,
for
we
you.
noticed the niche for that 100%. You can't just have the donut, right?
Donut
You
without
need
the
something to
coffee.
go with it, right? So
Yeah,
with the specialty donut comes specialty coffee. So yeah, we
correct.
definitely
Yeah.
have that available.
We do a lot of events, and the one place where we had Starbucks always as a vendor is at some of the city events. We do the participate with National Night Out for the city of Palmdale, and we had Starbucks come out there. They gave away the free coffee to everybody that was there, and then whatever tips they got, they donated back to the sheriffs, to the Palmdale Sheriff's boosters. We've also had him at other events like Trunk or Treat and Love My Ride, the car show. They come in early in the morning, they set up. All the vendors love it because there's coffee for them. But yeah, I would love to see you guys at one of our events, with the coffee and stuff like that.
Man, we would love to be there. Like you said, we go back in the days, and it would be nice to just kind of come full circle 20, 25 years later. And now we're on to different ventures, and we're still connected. So we would love to be there 100%.
Yeah. Okay. So let's talk about the flea market. You've been quiet all this time.
You know what? I'm sitting here listening, and I have like a whole level, another different respect for you guys. Like to have a brick and mortar, which I do have a salon, and at one point I wanted to do a truck,
Yeah.
but baby,
We changed our mind.
no. I'm okay with my salon.
You should have a salon truck.
Yeah, I wanted to, but they just, the hard work that they put in. I commend you guys, and I'm just grateful that they're going to be a part of the flea market.
Yeah, we talked about the flea market, one of our
Yes,
past episodes, and how it used to be such a big event. The community was looking
yes.
forward to it. I remember attending the flea market as a vendor, 20 years ago at the old fairgrounds, and 8, 10,000 people will come to the flea market. And it happened twice a year, right? It usually is the first Sunday of October and the first Sunday in May.
Yes.
But this time you're changing it and you're doing it in August.
Yeah, it just happened to be like this. We're not gonna do it in August next year. So this is a one-time event in August, and I know it's gonna be hot, guys. But please show up. We have monster truck that's gonna be there. We have happy hour. Um, I know it's summertime. School start back the next day, but we have summer friendly, which I try to pick summer friendly food trucks, Kona Ice, for the kids that are gonna come. So I'm excited and I'm grateful. I'm thankful for you guys even being here on this podcast to help me
Uh-huh.
advertise the flea market and um, you know let's just do it together, a community together and businesses together, vendors. We have vendors that are going to be in the Hunter building, and a special thing that we're doing this year is we are inviting what we call junior makers, our vendors that are 17 and under. So if you have crafts, if you have garage sale items, bring them to the flea market and just sell your heart away.
How much is the food vendor for the teenagers, for the 17s and stuff?
It's real cheap.
It's real cheap.
It's $25.
$25.
junior makers.
Can't go wrong. I have
Yeah.
a friend, Shay. So Shay, if you're listening to this, get your 3D machines, get your daughters, and go out there and have your daughters participate in the flea market. They're gonna have a lot of fun. It's a lot of people, right?
Yes.
And when is it? What time is it?
It is August the 10th, and it is at 7 o'clock to 4 o'clock. And we're gonna try to do some special things. I'm gonna try to keep some things a secret, but we do have a community stage. We're gonna have some friend, what do you call it? Activities for the kids. And so, yeah, I'm excited. It's at the AV Fairgrounds in Lancaster. So come out and join us. Enjoy some food, some music, some fun, some fellowship, and some shopping.
Some shopping. I want to try the hamburgers from Happy Hour. What's your best burger that you have?
I would say probably the Western.
The Western. What does it have on it?
It's really popular. It has the Angus patty, barbecue sauce, cheese, onion.
Oh,
Yeah.
good. I'm sold already.
It's really good. Yeah.
I do have a special question.
Uh-huh.
You do plant-based vegan burger?
We do have a a vegan burger if
Okay.
you wanted.
Okay.
Yes.
Nice.
'Cause I don't eat.
Substitute.
No.
Yeah. And we do have if she didn't want beef, so like I don't eat beef, I choose the chicken. But if you are vegetarian,
How about you guys? You guys have a diabetic friendly donut?
We got a vegan
We got
donut,
a
so
vegan
we're ready.
donut.
So after that vegan
Yeah.
burger, you come right over.
Have
We
it
get you taken
dessert.
care of with a
Alright.
vegan donut, and it's amazing too. You can't even tell
I
the
might have
difference.
to try that.
Yeah, I'll have to
Yeah.
get it to you. You already know. Just come to the window. We
Yeah,
got
for
you.
sure.
We'll definitely be at the flea market with you guys. I was gonna go just for the food truck, but I'm going for your burgers now.
There
Yeah,
you go.
yeah. I'm sold on that Western burger.
But no, yeah, come out with us. We have the world famous cronuts. We have something for everybody. You know,
Yeah.
something for the kids. We got the Pop Tart type, fruity pebbles. You know,
Yeah.
we have the Elvis for
Yeah.
for the nostalgic person.
Yeah.
But we try to have everything's specialty. Everything's made fresh right on site for you. So it's definitely worth stopping by the truck.
And one thing we are going to bring out is ice cream donut sandwiches. So
Oh.
it's going to be an amazing treat for your mouth, and
Especially on a hot day.
Oh yeah, it goes good with summer. So it's getting August, but we're going to try to help you out and give you some good ice cream sandwiches to keep
I love
people
that.
cool.
I love that. Summer friendly. Thank you.
Summer friendly,
yeah.
yeah. How many food vendors do you have? Do you remember?
Right now, I think we have 12. And so we kept it at a minimum because we didn't want to overwhelm the people in choosing. And then we wanted to also make sure that the vendors that we chose are allowed to make some money.
We
So
appreciate
yeah,
Thank you. Yes, we all do, right?
we didn't need 20 trucks.
Yeah.
We kept it down to excuse me to 12.
The 12?
Yeah.
Okay. That's a good selection. That's a good choice.
And then we have I don't know if you guys know Refi. I'm sure you guys, everybody know Refi.
Never heard of that guy.
Oh,
Who is
never?
Refi?
Oh, my
Who is
God.
Refi? Never heard of him.
So Refi is gonna be there in between you all food trucks. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Anything else you guys want to talk about? You want to add anything?
I know we talked a lot about the serious stuff, but one of the things that I always hear from my team on the truck is they just love going to places in the community like this.
Mm-hmm.
They have so much fun, and that right there makes all the bad
You
worth
are
it.
you are absolutely
You know,
right.
so I
Right.
did want to throw that
You're absolutely
positive
right.
spin out there that it just really feels good to not only give them a job, but to a job that they enjoy. They get to go out and meet so many neat people
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
hear all of the, compliments
Yeah.
and talk about our truck
Yeah.
and even our brick and mortars if they didn't know about it. And so it is a good advertisement piece for
Yeah.
sure to have a
Definitely.
truck roll around town.
Definitely. It's definitely, she's right on the money too. And that's one of the aspects that I realized too, just didn't mention it, so I'm glad you did. But it puts a smile on your face when people compliment you. And, when you're not around, people are actually sad, like, what am I going to do now? I seen a guy, he almost
Yeah.
broke down to tears. And it's like, how am I going to get my donuts now? And I'm like, man. So it really makes you just like, you know what? I got to be here for the community. And it's like, you try to do it. And if you would do it, if you didn't even make any money, you would do it because you
a
like
service.
seeing happiness on people, and that's, I think, at the end of the day, what we're all striving for is it makes us happy to see other people happy.
Be a part of the
So
community.
great point.
Yeah.
Great point.
Yeah.
And I know that food trucks draw in crowds. And as you guys were talking, I thought about when we were kids and how the ice cream truck
Oh yeah.
Ice cream
would
truck.
come up and down the street and would just draw everybody out
Yeah.
the house.
Yeah.
And that's the same concept with the food trucks.
Yeah.
Being in the community, it just brings everybody together. I don't know if you guys are at Monday Night Bites
Yeah.
or,
Same.
Yeah.
but just to see families at the park and just relaxing and enjoying, and you have food trucks wrapped around the
Yeah.
park. And so that's what community is all about. And having these food trucks and being able to reach out to them, and they're like, okay, I'm in, I'm coming. I'm supporting you just as we are supporting you guys. So thank you so much.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. Yes, absolutely. Thank you for having us. I mean, it's a big thing to be able to
Yeah.
be a part of something like this. And like George said, it's been around forever. Even when I
Yeah.
was a kid, I remember it too. So
Yeah.
it's nice to actually be a part of it now. So it's really cool. And thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you.
Yeah, you just remind me when I was a kid, way back before you guys were born. We didn't have food trucks.
Okay.
We had food trucks, but the food trucks will park at different workplaces, and it was for the employees and stuff
Right.
like
Yeah.
that, right?
Yeah.
But we had the little ice cream guy walking around with
Oh,
the
yeah.
little bell, ding, 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 ding,
Yeah.
and we hear the bell and we run out to buy ice cream. Back home in El Salvador, they had the little ice cream trucks,
Yeah.
and they sold little cubes. Little cubes, like how you used to make your ice. You
Yeah.
put water in this tray, and it makes little ice cubes.
Mhm.
It was cubes made of different flavors.
Oh
Like
yeah, the homemade one.
yeah, the homemade ones, and you just suck on it. And that was our ice cream. I remember there was a lady who used to sell frozen tomatoes in a stick.
Oh.
And I used to go buy it at the corner, and then I used to eat the tomato just like ice cream. Put salt on it, and you eat it like that. Frozen tomatoes. It was really good. Yeah, it was
my
really
I
God.
good.
That's a
never
good
tried
menu.
it frozen, but
Yeah.
we used to pick them right out of the garden and do the same thing.
Well, I'll tell you what, food trucks come a long way since
Yes.
then.
Right, yeah.
Yes.
There's some world-renowned chefs in these trucks now, and they're really
Yes.
getting down doing their thing. So you can get a different taste, different cultures. You have all kinds of options. So they've come around since the popsicle days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have the tomato days. That's Jurassic ice cream.
Yeah.
That's way back.
Yeah.
I've seen a special on TV. They have specials on food trucks and things like that. There was this one food truck that I saw. It was a bus that they converted to a food truck, and the front half of the truck was the food truck part, and the back inside the truck they converted like a patio that had chairs and tables and
nice.
things like that, and people go inside and eat. It was a different experience.
Yeah.
It was a different experience. I seen some food trucks rolling around. Like, wow, they're huge. They're long, big food trucks. They look like semi trucks.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So yeah. So you guys, I want to say thank you guys for getting up early, coming in, and spend some time here with us. And talk about your businesses, your food trucks. They are legit. I 100%
Yes.
support the food trucks. I have my list of food vendors that I use at our events, and I have a little blacklist over here with 2 or 3 food trucks that I don't bring because they're not friendly. And you got to be friendly. You got to have that, customer report, support, with the people out there, and it's a great feeling when they come out and they say, oh man, I love these donuts. I love these burgers, the best burger I ever had, la da da da. I'm sure it's a great feeling for you guys. To me, when people come in here and they get stuff and they leave happy, it makes your day. It makes your day.
There's a passion behind it.
Yeah, it's a passion behind it. So, Cherie, tell us again, remind us when the flea market is going to be, why I should attend, okay? And what do I expect to find there, and invite our crowd, our people, the 2 guys that are probably watching, invite our people to, to be there.
Before I mention that, I just wanted to add to when we picked our food trucks, we definitely went through the city. So that is just to let you guys know that they are legit and registered, have permits, and all the things. And so I just want to mention that. But yes, our flea market is August the 10th. It is held at the AV Fairgrounds from 7 to 4. And what should you expect? You should expect to have a great time. Like I said, I know it's going to be hot, but we are going to provide, I would say AVTA is going to provide a bus, which we call it a cooling station. And we working on misters. So just, have a good time and don't worry about the heat. Just worry about having a great time. Because our weather here in Antelope Valley is very unpredictable. So shop till you drop. There's so many items. One thing they say, somebody else's trash is someone else's treasure, and so that's when I say, gather up all of your items from your garage. You have your small garage sales, but you have an opportunity to bring everything that you want to sell at the flea market, and so just have a good time. That's what I want you to expect. Have a good time and community coming together.
Well, there you go. You guys heard it. It's coming up August. I want to thank these guys again for being here with us today. And come flea with me.
Come flea with us.
Thank you for having us.